Morning sickness doesn't just occur in the morning. Morning sickness can occur at any time of the day. So, luckily for me, I didn't really experience much of morning sickness. But hmm, hmm, this whom I've been saying is because I'm about to tell you my story. But this story is not to scare you. It is not to scare you, it's just to prepare you. Remember, the essence of this documentary, of this series, is just basically to tell you those things they didn't tell you about pregnancy. So, in pregnancy, just be ready for certain levels of changes with your body, changes with everything. For me, it started one fateful day in my seventh week journey. I went to the office like every other day. So my plan was I'll get pregnant and nobody will even know till maybe it begins to show, not knowing that before it even started, it will show, it will be obvious. So I went to the office in my seventh week. I was already glowing, my pregnancy glowed me. I was in the office, I just felt like throwing up. It was like film trick. So okay, let me go to the office. Let me go to the restroom. Sorry. So I went to the restroom. I threw up. After throwing up, I felt better. So a couple of people saw me. I was like, no, I just have stomach upset because I still didn't want people to know I was pregnant. I just wanted it to be like a surprise. And yes, I didn't let them know, not knowing that was the beginning of it for me. You see that first throwing up? It opened up the portals of many more things. The next day, I was waking up with saliva in my mouth. Saliva in my mouth. Ah, I was salivating overnight. What is this? I cannot talk without saliva. See, I don't even need to talk. Once my mouth is closed, saliva. I started to take containers to the office. Initially, I was using nylon, so it's not obvious. So they would think I just kept something in it, and then I'll put tissues in them and be throwing or pouring or spitting out into it. But when my mom now advised me to get that container, and I got that container, so every day I'll just use it, be pouring saliva in it. Anything I put in my mouth leaves an aftertaste in my mouth. So whether or not I ate anything, those or that saliva will definitely be gathered in my mouth. And when I say gathered, I don't mean saliva you can control. It is gathering. If I don't spit it out, I might draw. I'm not kidding. I might draw. So it became obvious instantly that I was pregnant. I was hiding it at first. It got to a point that if I'm talking to you, good morning, as I'm saying, good morning, that was where the doctors started coming in. Different, when I say doctors, not my doctor in the hospital, different doctors with different narratives. Buy this. Always chew gum. Always chew bitter cola. Always do this. The first day I put gum in my mouth was worst. As I'm putting the gum, it's like I'm chewing saliva. I removed it. Put bitter cola, I removed it. That happened for like a week straight. Everybody already knew, this person don't carry belly. I was already looking pale because saliva alone, you're losing quite a high level of saliva water. I don't know. But I was looking pale. Then I started throwing up. I could throw up like, I'm not exaggerating. I could throw up at least 7 times in a day. If I don't throw up, then I'm throwing up 7 times in a day. But on an average, I throw up at least 10 times a day. I couldn't eat. I could not eat at all. If I drank water, I threw up. Whatever I do. See, it got to a point that even the air I breathe made me throw up. So if I breathe in, I'll throw up. Like, I'm not joking. If you pass in front of me, I throw up. Everything, just name it. Name it. It was getting to me. I couldn't eat. Like, I couldn't eat anything at all. It got to a time that even the smell of car made me throw up. Once I perceive car smell, I'll throw up. Once you open the fridge in the house, I will throw up. Once you enter the kitchen and start cooking, I will throw up. I couldn't cook. I became very weak, very weak. I had to go to the hospital because imagine not eating, salivating, and then throwing up at the same time. You're not eating and then you're throwing up. So I was throwing up to the extent that I wasn't throwing up. There was nothing to throw up again because water wasn't passing through, nothing was passing through. That night, we went to the hospital. When we got to the hospital, they checked me. They said they needed to admit me because I was totally weak. That's how they admitted me, placed me on drips and all. After a week, I was discharged. No, I spent 5 days in the hospital. I was discharged. I resumed work the next week. I got to the office that first day. I couldn't walk. I was still salivating, remember, and throwing up. Salivating and throwing up. And the problem is, I couldn't even swallow drugs. They gave me medications, but I could not swallow them. The moment I put something, I threw up instantly. So even my antenatal, okay, no, at that point I had not started antenatal, sorry. So I had not started antenatal. So I was always throwing up. So when I resumed after 2 days again from the office that day, I had to book a ride to the hospital. I was placed on admission again. And the funny thing about this thing, when I'm in the hospital, I might throw up just once in the period of my stay in the hospital. But once I am discharged, the moment I sight my house, I begin throwing up again. Talking about it right now, I already have goosebumps. Like I literally do have goosebumps on my body. So get ready for anything. For some people, it doesn't have happened that way. But mine happened this way because when I was telling my mom could not relate. And at that point, my brother's wife was also pregnant. She could not relate. For her, she could eat almost everything. She was having serious cravings. In my own case, I had everything, but I could not even eat them. I say, even air, there's a way I would breathe in that I would throw up. I said I could not enter vehicles again. The smell of vehicles. So whenever I'm in a vehicle, I have to sit by the window to put my head outside of the vehicle window and I will still throw up. So going to the office, I always had my nylons in my bag because I know I will throw up. Because I don't want this video to be too long. All right, we'll continue these symptoms in my next video. Do well to tap on that subscribe button and turn on your notification bells so you get notified when a video drops on the channel.